being coached by him?
Norvell's my guy. One thing I can say that he was always on my side, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he was just like being so nice and things to me. No, I thank him because he pushed me every day. I don't feel like it's too many coaches in college football that coaches the way he do, because he make practices harder than the games. He pushed us to a level that you thought was kind of insane, and then as you get older and mature more, you see that he's only doing it to help you, that he wants the best for you. He was big on us being the best versions of ourselves. Norvell's an excellent coach, a real good coach, and anybody that gets the opportunity to play for him, I suggest that you do, because he's going to develop you and he's going to treat you like a man, and he's going to help you more than just on the field. He's going to help you off the field too. So I thank Norvell. Norvell's an excellent coach.
So 3-6, 5-7, 10-3, 13-0. We ain't gonna worry about the other stuff. But talk about what that progression was like, and what was it like to have to buy in, because you come in off of a transition year, you know what the standards are, and then all of a sudden, COVID hits. A lot of things weren't going you guys' way. How did you guys persevere through that?
It started with the players buying into what Coach Norvell told us to do, and trusting that in his plan. And it was just the work. We were big on an acronym that we called CLIMB, and 1% work every day. And we just took those things and ran with it. So regardless of what the outside said, regardless of what anybody else had to say, all we worried about was the people that was in that facility, the ones that was really there with us, and it was us against the world. And we knew things were going to turn around. We just didn't know when, but we just kept putting one foot in front of the other and taking everything day by day. And eventually the results started to show. What we knew or what knew was going to happen started to show, and the world started to see.
Can you talk a little bit about that matchup? LSU felt like you performed really well against Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas. Can you talk a little bit about your preparation and some of the things that you were looking for that week?
Like I said, preparation been started in January. They said start in fall camp of that week. We've been putting the work in, so it was like months and months and months and months of time put into this. A big part of that is the competition level at Florida State that we used to see every day in practice. What used to go down on the practices was like harder than what we seen in the games. We going against real specimens, real freaks, real savages, real dudes out there on the practice field. So when we stepped on the field and we played somebody else, we knew we were going to outwork you. We knew what we were going to do to you just because of the confidence we had that we got from the work. The receivers, they're talented receivers, they're good receivers, but there were not a doubt that we were up for the challenge. We were ready to play them. We played them in 2022. And we played them in Louisiana. It was a neutral site, but we played them kind of in their home turf, and they was gonna come to Florida. So I felt like we had to stand up because we was in our backyard and make a statement.
You got some of the best, press corner tape in the class. Can you talk a little bit about your technique at the line of scrimmage?
I just like to be patient and trust in my abilities. I'm real good at mirroring receivers. I have real good instincts. Real good route recognition. I really just be patient in all the things that Coach Sertan helped me critique or implement into my game. I just took those things and ran with it.
I know you had some contact maybe with them at the Shrine Bowl, but have you had the chance to talk with the Steelers at all formally here yet?
I want to remember, but if I had to take a guess, I would say I did. I talked to a lot of people.
Have you met with the Cowboys?
I'm not sure.
Man, you know what it was.
If you could add one drill to the combine, what would it be? It could be anything.
You said one drill?
Yeah, or an event. Whatever you want to the combine.
Pick six is the best play you can get.
Probably like a high point drill. Like a high point the ball drill.
Before last, they kind of
You think the moon landing was real?
We want to come in there and, get some back on the guys.
I mean, I don't really know. I don't think about that.
I got you. If I told you could have a Hall of Fame playing career, all you got to do is never clip your fingernails, would you do it?
That was a great game. It was nothing like that.
I think I can have a Hall of Fame playing career with clipping my fingernails, so I'm probably going to say I'm going to clip my fingernails.
I like that. All right, appreciate it.
NCAA video games coming out. Were you opting in or you going to opt out if you were here?
I'm out there.
And what do you think your rank would have been?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't expect to be none under like an 87. And that's me being generous, just because of, you know, one, I'm somewhat biased. I went to Florida State. You know, Florida State will always be Florida State. But two, it's easy for a coach to scheme up a guy to make plays and be a schematic guy. But you know you're a real dude when your coach can tell out you just go get that guy. The easiest thing for a coordinator to do is say just go get that guy. And when your coach can do that, I feel like that really shows the type of ball player you is. Nobody's necessarily saying, okay, we just gonna put you in a scheme to go make your play. No, he's saying, I trust in you, I trust in your ability to help us win big games, go out there and make your own plays.
So I just want to ask you again, because a lot of social media questions. You say Fuller, so Fuller is a man, is a man guy. It just believes in y'all like that.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't just start like without no work or nothing like that. He knows how we work at Florida State. How we work at Florida State is different from around the country. How we work, how we prepare, how we go about our business is different. So he has confidence, and we have confidence. We have confidence in him. He has confidence in us. So it works hand in hand. He believes in playing man, and I understand why. Like during the Super Bowl, I was texting him like, I see why we play so much man, this and that. He really gave me a breakdown. For your defensive coordinator and your head coach to play as much man as we play, that really shows the type of confidence they have in us as coaches. So yeah, he's a big man-to-man guy. Don't get me wrong, he throws other curveballs at you. Now he's a good defensive coordinator. He knows how to call plays. He knows what offenses are going to run or how they're going to attack us, but he believed in his guys, and it showed throughout the year. Whoever we played, we won. We won playing man.
What would you do with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I believe so.
Is it informal here to come on?
I'll probably East-West.
What would you do to make college football better?
I would probably take out how much NIL like a player could get, because that can make some kids worry about the wrong thing. And the big goal is like people go to college football. A lot of people play college football to go to the next level. When NIL get involved, kids' minds tend to get sidetracked on other things, or people tend to lose how hungry they was. You work for something since you was a little kid. You get there, you get all this money like you in the NFL, and now your mind kind of shifts. And I'm not saying it happens to all people, but that's just something I feel like could happen. So I would just say limit how much NIL a person could get. I still want the players to be paid, compensated, and all that, make a lot of money, best for them, but just like nothing too crazy or too outrageous, because I want guys to stay focused and look on the bigger picture. Like, you only get to play college football for, probably 4 or 5 years, an extra year that you get a medical year. So just take advantage of the opportunity, because once it's gone, and you can never have it back.
You had all the opt-outs, and there were a lot of opt-outs this year, and I think we all understand why that is. Is there anything that can be done to prevent that?
In this day and age, I don't really think so. Especially
because it's about getting to the next level.
Yeah. So guys, when you got guys who've been working to play football like myself since I was 5,
right?
It's like over a decade of work put in. So when guys got the opportunity to go chase their dreams, fulfill their lifelong dream and passion, that's what guys are going to do.
And you don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, that's another part of it.
Yeah, 12 guys from Florida State be able to come. What's it like seeing your brothers here at the Combine? Does it make you more comfortable? But also, what was it like just as you guys came up, just knowing that this year was going to be special?
Knowing that, we all was here, we all had an idea that we was going to be here, though, because we know the type of team we had. We were confident through it all. Regardless of whatever it was, we were confident through it all. From the workouts, the bonds that we built, to, hanging out with each other off the field, to, just playing in the game, being in that fire with each other, prevailing, having each other's back. Like, it was just, I feel like it was a blessing, but it was kind of meant to happen, like it was fate meant to happen.
Adding to that real quick, the cornerback room specifically, yourself, Jerrion, Fentrell, Greedy, all those guys, like, how competitive was that room with that much talent in it?
It was real competitive. We used to push each other every day, but we also critique each other on our like certain things that we needed, and we'll help each other. So we was a brotherhood at the end of the day, and we wanted to see each other win. But at the same time, we go out there on the field. I'm trying to lock Keon, I'm trying to lock Donnie, but they trying to do the same thing. They trying to get the ball. I'm trying to get the ball. So we rubbed off on each other, and I feel like it showed. Put in. Playing in the East-West was a good opportunity for me to showcase my skills. I learned some things from the coaches that was there, that was coaching me, took up as much as I could, soaked the game up like a sponge. And I just been preparing for this moment, really.
When it comes to your game, do you identify as a man corner, a zone corner, press man? Do you even approach it saying, I'm specializing in one scheme?
I can do it all just because the simple fact of if a guy's considered as a zone corner, it'll be hard for him to go and like have man intangibles and man skills. To me, a man-to-man corner is the most versatile corner you can have because he can do it all. And playing man-to-man, especially press man, is like one of the hardest things to do in football, and I feel like I do it on a real high level.
What kind of coverage did y'all run mainly at Florida State in Fuller's D?
We were a man-to-man defensive scheme. Coach Fuller believed in trusting his corners to have the technique they have and the mentality that they have, a certain mentality to help us win big games.
How would you describe Coach Fuller's D, and how do you think that's helped you get to this point right now?
He's tough on us. He's thorough on us. When we speak, he demands that we speak with confidence, and everything that he's put us through, everything that he's done, coached us to be, it helped us, like in moments like this, it helped us prepare for the biggest stage.
This past season, you got a new DB coach, Patrick Surtain. Obviously played many years in the NFL, considered one of the best to do it. What was it like having his influence and having somebody who's been where you want to be at, be able to coach you up?
It's been good. Coach Pat, that's my guy. He knows what he's talking about. He's able to put things in terms that players understand. He supports us. It's like you build a real relationship with Coach Pat. The relationship you build with him may be bigger than ball. It's like a trust and a respect that builds up over time. And I only had Coach Pat 1 year, but the impact that he's made on me and the other guys is gonna last a lifetime.
Renardo, have you had any conversations with the Jaguars?
Yeah, yes I have.
Yeah, informal, formal?
Informal.
Okay. Obviously, a couple of their coaches were at the Shrine game. Did you get to interact with them at all there?
I can't really remember. There was a lot of teams that I met with.
Renardo, can you walk me through as a man-to-man corner how you would attack a guy who's a speed guy versus a guy who has a little bit more size?
With a guy who has more size, you can be more physical just because he's bigger. With a speed guy, you got to rely more on, technique and being able to get in and out of your breaks, or, being able to focus more on your, side run, using your athleticism and things like that.
Talk about some of your favorite matchups playing corner at Florida State. You've obviously played some big games, played against LSU, played against UF, played against UM. What was one of your favorite games, and what was one of your favorite memories as a Seminole?
I'm going to start off with my favorite matchup was every day that I seen every day, and that's Keon Cohen and Johnny Wilson. That was my favorite matchup because I knew that, them sticking me, they weren't going to see nobody on Saturdays like me, and me sticking them, I wasn't going to see nobody on Saturdays like them. If you want to talk about, like other teams that we played, I can say names like Zay Flowers, names like what's his name? Marvin Mims from Oklahoma, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas, Jamari Thrash, Bud Means. I done seen a lot of guys. Kentron is going to be a guy that I expect to really flourish and blossom in the office this year. And I talked to Hakeem, had talks with him saying that his time is coming. He has all the intangibles and everything to make him a great wide receiver and go down as one of the best at Florida State. I'm expecting them guys to really help the offense this year, to help the offense and the team as a whole and win some games.
How'd you see him grow? Yeah, man, it's really cool, man. It's a great
Edwin came in, he was dealing with a few things, and I like the way that, you know, he approached the things and tried to persevere through them. I feel like as the season went on, he's matured, he's grown more, and he's going to be a guy who helps the secondary and, you know, be a guy who's down the line later for his years to come at Florida State. I'm a guy that the coaches can depend on and count on to make plays and help them win games.
Do you prefer to play more outside corner or inside?
I prefer more outside, but I can do it all. My time at Florida State, I don't play corner, I don't play safety, I don't play nickel, I don't play at all positions in the defensive backfield. I thank y'all for supporting me and the rest of the guys here throughout.